Is there really one key lime pie that trumps all the rest? Ever since I've seen Dexter, I've been plagued by this one tantalizing question. Hey there, I'm Amy and welcome. We're about to find the ultimate, mouth-watering, jaw-dropping key lime pie masterpiece. Once we find it, we're gonna have to recreate this flawlessly. Will our efforts forever cement us as our family's culinary hero, or will the pressure from recreating the ultimate key lime pie prove to be our kitchen kryptonite? How am I going to find the best key lime pie? Well, I've got to go to the place where key lime was invented, Key West. My mission is to devour every key lime pie in sight. Okay, maybe not every single one, but I did conquer 4 of the top rated key lime pies. How much pie do you think your girl can eat? Don't answer that. To get the best piece of pie, I decided to ask our hotel concierge when we got there what was the best place to get key lime pie. Hands down and very quickly, she said, Blue Heaven. And we decided to walk since it was only a 9-minute walk from our hotel. Holy hot, Superman. It was horrible. So I had to sit in the air conditioner, which made it a little bit dark inside. Sorry about that, but your girl here can't take hot weather. When this woman brought it out, my first thought was like, holy crap, look at that pie. It was freaking nuts. My second thought was, why did they burn the sugar on the top of this pie? This pie was sickeningly sweet, and the meringue had this awful egg whitey texture, and the burnt sugar on the top just made a really unpleasant leather feel in your mouth. I think I'm gonna have to add more butter because not all of this is looking like wet sand yet. I knew it was gonna need a whole stick. Why didn't I just do that from the beginning? One thing you should learn to do in the kitchen is trust your gut, because usually it's right. The crust of that pie was pretty thin and was the best part of that pie, but that's not saying much. How in the world is this the best pie in Key West? I'm definitely not recreating it. Sorry. Squeeze, squeeze. Use that Superman strength. Oh yeah. Look at this mess. All right, I'm gonna use this cup to press this down. I have butterfingers. I hate butterfingers. Into the oven for 10 minutes. Zweimal. I'm learning German. My mom's German. Cool, huh? You might actually have caught that in her accent in my last video when I went to Texas and surprised my parents with the 50th anniversary cake. After the disappointment from the Blue Heaven, I decided to do a lot of internet research. One thing was really clear. There were almost the same top 5 places on everyone's list. There was only one big problem. Our hotel was on the other side of the island, so we were gonna have to walk to all these places because parking there was super expensive and there wasn't really a lot of parking anyway. The next day, we took a snorkeling trip. We were so tired from that trip that we were gonna have to go somewhere close. So even though this place was not in the list of very many websites or mentioned, it was only 3 minutes from our hotel, so we were definitely going here on night 2. We went to the Banana Cafe. So the pie from this place is actually served with a raspberry sauce that wasn't very sweet, which actually complemented the pie pretty well. It had more filling and it was very nice and creamy. Now the whipped cream here was, I swear, was just some ready whip sprayed on the side because you could tell it was kind of melting in the heat. And if it wasn't for the raspberry sauce, this pie would have been so sweet. I wouldn't have been able to enjoy it. So thankful for that raspberry sauce. Now the real big problem with this pie was that it had a really gritty texture when you bit into the crust. It was so off-putting, it kind of almost ruined the entire thing for me. So was this pie superior to all the rest in Key West? I don't think so. And was I gonna recreate this one? No. Key West lime juice. It's not concentrated or anything. That might be my own kryptonite. That is freaking sour. So good, it's gonna give it a really nice tart taste. Okay, what the heck? It like thickened up a little bit. For For the next day, we didn't have an all-day excursion.
My kids wanted ice cream for dessert that day. We actually walked down the strip, and let me tell you, after 2 pieces of pie, I was really happy that we were walking the 22 minutes to this third place. None other than Matheson's. I felt like I was a key lime pie pro at this point. So when the man behind the counter said, "Do you want whipped cream on this?" It was like, do dogs pee on brick walls? Check out this pie. The crust is thicker, and after taking a bite, this one was meeting my expectation. Had the best texture when you bit into it. This filling was a little bit too sweet still, but the tartness was there and better than the other two. It had like this creamy, milky taste to it that the others didn't have. The whipped cream for this place was also Ready Whip. It's literally like spraying the can of Ready Whip on top of the pie. That's tart. That's gonna be perfect. Good luck, my little pie. So was this the most superior pie? Almost. And was I recreating it? Probably. Got a tiny jiggle, so hopefully this is setting up quite nicely. That smells so freaking good. I can't even believe it. Okay, this has to cool down for 15 minutes before we stick it into the fridge.
The next day's excursion was on the water all day long, and let me tell you, I felt seasick for a week after we got back from vacation. We did get to ride this banana boat that was pulled behind a jet ski, which was super fun, except for the fact that the ocean water kept splashing in my face. Let me tell you, salt water burns like crazy. You got like water dripping down your eyes, snot coming out of your nose, and then it also started to rain, so that was super fun. After that, I decided that I was officially a pool girl.
This takes us to the end of our boat day, and lo and behold, we were right across the street, then none other than the Holy Grail, the top ranked key lime pie in Key West. Kermit the Frog. I decided right then that we were getting this bad boy to go because there was no way I was walking 25 minutes across the island to come back and pick this up. Luckily, they offered frozen pies. This one looked really pretty, and it actually looks like it's real whipped cream. Eee! That gets you right here in the jaw. Now that's the tartness I was expecting from a key lime pie. But let's talk about the whipped cream. I swear up and down, this was just Cool Whip that they piped onto the pie really pretty. Like, what the heck? And this pie had a different crust than all the other ones. I believe it was a shortbread pie crust, and it was super thin, but it still left that sickeningly sweet flavor after finishing the bite. Was this pie superior? For the tartness, yes. But was it the best? I'm not so sure. Check it out! It's set up really nicely. Okay. A rustic key lime pie. It's perfect. Okay. Now, I know none of the other restaurants did this, but I learned this from Babish Culinary something or other when he did his key lime pie. You just take a little bit of the zest and like spread it over the top. So I'm gonna do that too. Now, according to Val's Looney Kitchen, you do not want to go like all the way down to like where it's really white. Otherwise, it'll be really bitter. So, which pie did I recreate? Well, all of them and none of them. I took things from every pie I tried and put them all together to make the one ultimate key lime pie recipe. So from Blue Heaven, meringue is out. Whipped cream is the way to go, and it needs to be all over. From Banana Cafe, we learned that we want a thicker filling. From Matheson's, we want extra milky flavor and also a thick crust. And from Kermit's, we know that we want a tart feeling right back here in the back of your jaw. Now all that's left is to test this with all the family members to see if I am going to be a culinary hero or if the kryptonite has got me. Best ever.
It's better than the crappy meringue.
What do you think?
Hero. Perfect blend of sweetness and citrus.
Best key lime pie you'll ever have. Check out this video up here for 3 more ways to use key lime filling that doesn't involve a pie.
I better go walk on the treadmill.
Oh God, I shouldn't do that.